Okay, welcome back. In this video we're going to be looking at the first and the second floors. The second floor is pretty much going to be a duplicate of the first, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. However, I'm going to walk you through the first floor. Now, for it, I'm going to show some tricks that I've learned that may be completely different from other things that you've seen. So we're going to start out by going into edit mode, and I'm going to start in face select mode here, and I'm going to select the faces that I want. Oops, I didn't need that one. Did, however, need that one. And there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch to vertex select mode. But by doing the faces first, that automatically has those vertex selected, which just saves us some time. Now, I am going to come to the inside, and we're going to select that one, go into trying to get to where I can see it here, sorry. Go into your X-ray, because you want the inside of the wall, not the other stuff there. And like the baseboard that I have around there, if someone were to get close enough, they're still not going to be able to walk through the baseboard, so I don't even worry about it. And then we're going to come to this window and select that one. And select that one. Now, because these corners go out a bit, I'm still going to stick with the inside. Yes, it will put a slight slant on that, but not so much that it's going to cause a problem. And then come over to here. Now, in this case, we also want to select that one. Whoops. Selected here, evidently. So let me Control Z. Or Control Z, excuse me. Get so used to saying Z. Now again, with that one. Now we also need two others here. And for this, we're going to go out of X-ray, just to make it easier to see what we're grabbing. Okay, I evidently grabbed one here, so let's go back here. Let's deselect that one, because that was not what I was wanting. Okay, and evidently I thought I selected over here. I didn't, so let me just go ahead and grab here, here, and here. Now for the doorway, we need to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, and then the matching 4 outside. Now, because, like I've said before, the bounding boxes must match. That's why I selected this face here. So it goes down the full, or to the bottom of the bounding box. These ones all go to the top. The floor takes it to the outside back here, or very close to the outside. And these window panes will take it to the outside on the sides. So now what we're going to do is we're going to Shift D to duplicate those. And then we are going to separate by selection with your P key. So now we're going to go tab out of edit mode and into object mode. Select the physics mesh. And now we're going to go into edit mode on it. Now, okay, I know this doesn't look much like a physics mesh because it doesn't have anything really but the vertex. But just like before, I'm going to start out by going into edge select and clearing my seams. Now I'm going to go back into vertex select mode. We're going to start out, okay, hide the floor there. Okay, as you can see, it did actually take the faces there, which I could have just selected them. And while this part really isn't going to make any difference, I am going to go ahead and do it anyways. And just fill. Same here. Whoops, missed one there. So let me come back here and grab it. Now I'm just using your basic fill, nothing fancy. And the idea here is to create your panels. Now, I don't know if it makes any difference if they're inside out or not. It doesn't seem to. However, I do go through and try to make sure that they match, or you know, that the outside of the mesh is facing the way I wanted it when I get finished. Now, you see that up here where I had the window panes, I only have the 3 vertex. I'm going to go ahead and fill those because that outer edge still takes it out, extends it to the outside of the window pane. So my bounding box will stay the same. And by doing it this way, I keep my Physics mesh extremely simple, which is what we need. But I have everything covered. And that is for the first floor. I didn't need to have it so that people could actually move through the windows, which is why I left them just as a single solid wall. I will now check this because, like I said, while it may not make a difference, I do try to make sure that this matches. Which, okay, these ones, let me go into face select. They're right for the outside, but I wanted them for the inside. And then Alt N and flip. Now, I don't worry about the outside of the walls because my walls are fairly thin. So it's, one, it's not needed, and two, it's not like they're going to be able to walk through them. Once they hit the physics mesh, it's going to stop them anyways. If you had extremely thick walls for some reason to where an avatar could actually be hidden inside of the wall area, then yeah, I can see doing the outsides. In this case, that's not an issue. And by doing the inside, they can't walk out anywhere around. Now, another thing that I know I don't have to do, but I do, going back into vertex select mode here for a minute, we're going to select that one, that one, that one, and that one. And they're on my y-axis, so I'm going to scale y 0. Which for some reason wasn't doing it, so let's try this again. Scale y 0. I guess it did, sorry. But now I'm going to come in here into top view. And I'm going to move those so they match. So grab Y and just move them into line there with those. Not really necessary, I just think it gives it a better appearance. And now you can see that these 4 here are a bit high, so we are going to grab Z and bring them down. And that's the first floor. So now I am going to tab into object mode. I'm going to apply my all transforms. And we will go to the second floor. Now the second floor is simpler because we don't even have to worry about the porch or any of that. Let me go back out of face orientation for a couple of minutes. And we're going to start out in face select mode to make this a little bit quicker here. Actually, I don't want that one. Do, however, want that one, and that one. Now I will go into vertex select mode, and we will go here, 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 and here, 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 and here, 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 and here. Now that has the insides of the wall covered. But now I have said multiple times that our bounding box has to match. And if you look, nice thought, but well, ain't no way it's going to match on here. The front's covered because of the doorway. But we don't even have the floor on this one, so we can't use it to match. So how we're going to deal with that is we are also going to come through here and select these top outer ones. Like that. Now once again, we will Shift D to copy them, P to separate by selection, and I'm going to go ahead and hide the second floor. The areas that we selected the walls are already done for us, so now we just got to play connect the dots. So, oops, I didn't tab out of edit. So now we're in edit on the physics mesh. And once again, we just go through here and we now, I already know I have 2 more spots going around on this. Another trick that I know is you can come right here where you've already done the one and just select the one of the outside edges where you need it to fill, and just hit F. So that part's done now. Oh, I did not go through and remove my seams, so let's clear the seams. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and show the second floor for a minute. Go into my vertex select mode, and select these edges, or these vertex I mean. Sorry about that. And I am going to go ahead and do my Control Y, or my scale Y, excuse me. Scale Y0. And then out of X-ray mode, I'm going to make sure that this is grabbed on the Y so it is visible on the inside. Just like that. And now hide the second floor for a minute. Here, 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 fill. Now in this case I'm not going to do the trick with the F because I need my fills different from how they would otherwise be. I'm still going to come here, grab these down on the Z, now you notice I have not gone through and done my doorways this time, so we're going to go into edge select mode and select that edge and extrude them on the Y and come out like that. And bring it just a tad more, so grab Y. Because that takes care of our bounding box size for the front. And that's the first two floors. We're going to do the floor divider next.